Now we move on to specification 3, which asks us to explain how the structure of a sperm cell is related to its function, focusing on the flagellum, mitochondria, and the enzymes present in the acrosome. The sperm cell is the male reproductive cell, and it is specially adapted to fertilize the female egg cell. So, let us now study the structure of the sperm cell and how its different parts help it perform its function. Let us briefly recap the production of gametes in humans. In males, sperm production takes place in the testes. Sperm cells develop from rapidly dividing cells located in the sperm-producing tubules of the testes. As these cells mature, they develop tails called flagella, which help them move. The sperm then pass into coiled tubes where they continue to mature and are stored. During ejaculation, the prostate gland adds fluid to the sperm to form semen, and this mixture is then released from the body through the urethra. In females, the release of the egg cell is known as ovulation. Egg cells are already present in the ovaries from birth, but they begin to mature at puberty, usually between the ages of 10 and 14. Approximately one egg matures every 4 weeks. The developing egg is surrounded by a structure called a follicle, which eventually bursts to release the egg into the oviduct. Tiny hair-like structures called cilia lining the oviduct help move the egg along the tube toward the uterus. Here you can see a diagram of a sperm cell. The sperm cell is a highly specialized microscopic male reproductive cell that is designed to deliver the male genetic material to the female egg during fertilization. Its shape is streamlined so that it can move efficiently through the female reproductive tract. The sperm cell is mainly divided into 3 parts called the head, the midpiece, and the tail, which is flagellum. The head of the sperm contains the haploid nucleus, which carries 23 chromosomes in humans. These chromosomes represent half of the genetic information needed to form a new individual. At the front of the head there is a cap-like structure called the acrosome. The acrosome contains special enzymes that help the sperm break down and penetrate the outer protective layers of the egg so that fertilization can occur. Behind the head is the midpiece. This region contains a large number of mitochondria arranged in a spiral pattern. The mitochondria produce energy in the form of ATP. This energy is required to power the movement of the sperm so that it can travel through the female reproductive system toward the egg. The tail of the sperm is a long whip-like structure called the flagellum. It moves in a wave-like motion which pushes the sperm forward. This movement allows the sperm to swim through the female reproductive tract in order to reach the egg. Overall, the sperm cell is a very small and specialized cell. It contains only the essential structures needed for movement and fertilization, which helps it travel quickly and efficiently toward the egg. Generally, when talking about sperm cells, they are the male reproductive cells responsible for fertilization. In humans, males produce millions of sperm cells, and more than 300 million sperm may be released during a single ejaculation. During sexual intercourse, these sperm cells are transferred into the female reproductive system through the penis. After entering the female reproductive tract, the sperm swim through the reproductive passages in order to reach the egg. Each sperm cell is highly specialized for the process of fertilization, and its structure is closely related to the function it performs. A sperm cell contains a haploid nucleus in its head, which carries half of the genetic information needed to form a new individual. At the tip of the head is a structure called the acrosome, which produces enzymes. These enzymes help digest the jelly-like protective layer surrounding the egg so that the sperm can penetrate it. The middle region of the sperm is called the midpiece. This part contains many mitochondria that release the energy required for movement. This energy powers the tail of the sperm. The sperm also has a long tail called the flagellum. The flagellum moves in a whip-like motion, allowing the sperm to swim through the female reproductive tract toward the egg so that fertilization can occur. This enables the sperm to penetrate the egg so that the nucleus of the sperm can fuse with the nucleus of the egg during fertilization. Sperm cells are produced in the testes inside tiny tubes known as sperm-producing tubules. The lining of these tubules contains cells that divide rapidly many times. After several divisions, these cells begin to develop long tails called flagella and gradually mature into fully formed sperm cells. Each sperm cell has several specialized structures. The head contains the haploid nucleus, which carries half of the genetic information. At the tip of the head is the acrosome, which produces enzymes that help break down the outer protective layer of the egg. The middle part of the sperm, known as the midpiece, contains many mitochondria that provide the energy required for movement. The long tail, called the flagellum, helps the sperm swim. After they are formed, the sperm pass into a coiled tube where they are stored and continue to mature. During sexual intercourse, the coiled tube and sperm ducts contract, pushing the sperm toward the urethra. The prostate gland then adds fluid and nutrients to the sperm to form semen. The release of semen from the penis is known as ejaculation.